This is the annual report for the Abington Human Relations Commission. We prepared a PowerPoint with a little mini 2021 in review. So during the pandemic, we stayed very busy and active. All of our meetings, except for, I believe it was our July 2021 meeting, were virtual, as well as our events. So we partnered with the police department to host a virtual screening of the film Walking While Black, Love is the Answer. And the film screening was followed by a community dialogue facilitated by two members of the HRC. We were really fortunate that night because AJ Ali, who was the director of the film, joined our event and the discussion. And during the event, he challenged us to create a community garden and a mural to show the work that's being done with Love is the Answer. AJ told us that he would contribute $500 to the project if we could match it. And we actually do have a donor who's willing to give us our share of the funds for it. We have not been able to get this off the ground yet because it's a huge project. AJ has a lot of requirements for what the community garden has to be, but we're still trying to get other community partners, including the APD, to help us with this. Jenkintown HRC has expressed an interest in joining with us as well. We also helped out two townships that were starting their own HRCs. We attended their meetings to answer questions and give them our basic PowerPoint where we introduce ourselves and what we do. And those townships were North Wales and Whitpain Township. Those were the ones that we did in 2021. There are more in 2022. We also started working on a program to educate township residents on Asian American history. We initially had a program scheduled for November of 2021. Unfortunately, we made the mistake of not checking out the Eagles schedule beforehand. And because there ended up being a game that day, we didn't have enough turnout to justify doing the program. So we've now moved it to the fall of 2022. We are going to be having a panel discussion, including a discussion about the Japanese internment camps during World War II. And this time we're going to check out the Eagle schedule before we pick a specific date. We continue to work with the Tri-State HRC. One or two of our members regularly attend meetings with them. They have been working on train the trainer projects and also on implicit bias. They're also working on a lecture series that will be open to all members of the Tri-State HRC. At our July meeting, we worked with Commissioner Thompson to review a draft of a rental ordinance to ensure that it wouldn't create any type of problem with discrimination against households who want to rent properties in the township. The Abington Environmental Action Committee presented a climate action plan, and we were asked to review the proposed action to make sure that the plan is inclusive of everyone in our township and appropriate under our ordinance. We continue to use social media, our Facebook page, occasionally Twitter, and our HRC webpage to promote inclusivity and belonging in Abington. And we also have issued statements responding to incidents of social injustice. We drafted and sent a letter to the commissioners for inclusion in their local newsletters to introduce the HRC to township residents who may not be aware of our existence and what we do. Members of the HRC participated in the June 4th Progressive Pride flag raising at the Township Building. We also participated in the local Juneteenth celebration. And as we do every year, we had a table at Abington National Night Out in August of 2021. We also participated on the planning committee for Martin Luther King Day to interview Dr. Alice Stanford in January of 2022. And the interviewer was Jeffrey Brown, who is a member of our commission. And I think that is it for 2021. We have a lot of projects coming up for 2022. So stay tuned and we'll be telling you about them.